Imagine witnessing something terrible and realizing your own memory cannot be trusted. What if every clue you followed was placed there on purpose? What if the truth was never hidden, only redirected? Welcome to Narrowview Stories. Tonight's story is about deception, perception, and a mystery where every answer creates a bigger lie. This is the story of misdirection. The incident. Detective Lena Voss is known for one thing. She notices details others ignore. Small gestures, broken patterns, things out of place. One rainy evening, she responds to a call in a quiet apartment building. A young tech entrepreneur, Daniel Hale, has been found dead in his living room. No forced entry, no struggle, no obvious weapon. At first glance, it looks like a suicide, but Lena immediately feels something wrong. The window is open, yet the rain outside hasn't touched the floor inside. A glass is broken, but the pieces lie inward, not outward. And the victim's watch is still ticking, even though the battery is dead. Someone staged this scene. But why make it look imperfect? The first clue. While investigating, Lena finds a phone recording in Daniel's files. It's only 7 seconds long. Static, breathing, and a single sentence. Pay attention to what you didn't see. That message becomes the center of the case. Soon, she discovers Daniel was developing an experimental AI perception program, software designed to predict human decisions by studying attention patterns. In simple terms, it could predict what people would ignore. Lena begins to suspect Daniel wasn't killed for money. He was killed for knowledge. The witness. A neighbor claims to have seen a woman leaving the apartment that night, wearing a red coat. Security footage confirms it. But something strange appears. Every camera shows a woman clearly, except one. One camera glitches for exactly 3 seconds. The same length as a recording. Lena rewatches the footage dozens of times. Then she realizes the cameras didn't fail. They were made to fail. Someone didn't erase evidence. They guided attention away from it. The investigation deepens. As Lena digs deeper, she learns Daniel had a partner, Marcus Reed, a behavioral psychologist specializing in perception manipulation. Marcus explains Daniel's project. Human brains automatically ignore predictable details. If you control expectation, you control reality. People don't see everything. They see what they expect to see. Marcus insists he hasn't seen Daniel in weeks, but Lena notices ink stains on his sleeve, identical to Daniel's lab markers. Marcus lies, but before she can question him again, he disappears. The second message. Back at the apartment, Lena re-examines the crime scene alone at night. She turns off the lights, and for the first time, she notices glowing marks on the wall, invisible in normal light. Ultraviolet symbols. Coordinates. They lead to a subway station locker. Inside, she finds a laptop containing Daniel's final recording. Daniel speaks nervously. If you're watching this, the test worked. They won't chase the truth. They'll chase the direction I gave them. He explains Marcus' plan to sell the perception algorithm to private intelligence buyers, a system capable of steering investigations without altering facts. Not hiding evidence, rearranging importance. Daniel tried to stop him. That's why he died. The twist. But the video continues. Daniel looks directly into the camera. And Lena, if you're the one watching, you were chosen. She freezes. The recording was made before she even arrived at the crime scene. How could he know? Daniel reveals a real experiment. The AI predicted which detective would notice the inconsistencies. The entire crime scene was designed to attract her specifically. She wasn't assigned randomly. She was selected. She isn't solving the puzzle. She is part of it. The chase. Realizing Marcus wants her to follow a trail, Lena stops trusting obvious clues. Instead, she studies what feels irrelevant. Ignored receipts. Misaligned furniture. Unnecessary details. Every time she ignores the obvious, she gets closer to him. Finally, she discovers a red-coat woman never existed. Every witness saw her because alerts were sent describing her before questioning began. Their memories were shaped, not by lies, by suggestion. Marcus didn't fake evidence. He programmed perception. Final confrontation. Lena tracks Marcus to an abandoned train control center. He's waiting calmly. He explains everything. People don't need to be blind to be controlled. They only need to look where you point. He admits Daniel's death wasn't planned. Daniel discovered Marcus would use the AI globally, manipulating courts, investigations, even public opinion. Marcus offers Lena a choice. Arrest him, and the technology disappears forever. Or learn it, and control truth instead of chasing it. Because justice, he claims, is only perception. The final trick, Lena appears to accept. She lowers her weapon. Marcus relaxes. Then police lights flood the building. She reveals she noticed something he didn't predict. Silence. No echoes in a large room meant someone else was present. She never came alone. She misdirected the master of misdirection. Marcus is arrested, but as is taken away, he smiles. Because the final camera angle shows Lena hesitating, just slightly, before calling backup, meaning one thought crossed her mind. Understanding the system means she could use it. Ending. Weeks later, Lena returns to work. Cases become easier for her to solve. Too easy. She notices patterns before they happen. She guides suspects into revealing truths without force. She never lies, but she decides what others notice. Daniel's program was deleted. Officially, yet in her office drawer sits a small drive labeled only. Observation. The screen fades. Truth was never changed, only directed.